So, exactly what is compounding interest? Well, compounding interest is the money that you have now earns money and then is contributed back into the pot. So that money keeps earning money. It's just like a pretty cool recycling method of money. You just get a bunch of money. That money makes money for you, and that money you made goes back into the money that you have. So then the money you make next time is greater and greater than what you currently have, and your wealth keeps growing. How does that help you? Well, it helps you because it grows your wealth. First of all, it that's like the easiest way for you to make money. Realistically, if you want to eventually retire and not have to work basically until you're dead, you're gonna want to take advantage of any little compounding you can. So that would include, investing every year. And so just like it works for you, it can also work against you. Um, a lot of ways you'll see interest work against you is interest rates. For example, your credit card. And a lot of your credit cards probably have over 25, sometimes even 30% APR. And that money, every time that money grows against you. So whatever balance you have, take that percentage and divide it by 12. And basically that's the money that's going out of your pocket. That's extra money you didn't have to pay, but you ended up paying because you decided to put it into a credit card. And one of the best ways to really take advantage of compounding interest is to start early. It's as simple as that. The earlier you start, the more time your money's going to have to build and grow into these huge amounts that eventually can reach multiple millions of dollars. I mean, you're going to have so much money you won't know what to do with it, but it starts at an early age, and it starts by contributing a good amount of your money, by being able to budget a certain amount every month and adding that into your investments. And so one of the best ways to do that is by opening up a Roth. Opening up a Roth is completely tax-free after you hit a certain age. And so all that money you put in there and all that growth, you get to keep 100% of it, unlike your 401k or your traditional Roth or your traditional IRA or your simple IRA. Whatever you have, all those you're going to end up paying taxes on. But a Roth, it's already taxed. So all that money that's in there, all those capital gains, all that money that compounds in there until you hit that age, you'll be able to withdraw tax free. And so imagine you open up an account and you start with $100, and every month you invest $100 at a rate of 8% annual return after 100 years. You would have $18,344. So let's say the $100. Instead of investing the $100 each month, you just end up putting it in your checking account, collecting no interest, and after those same 10 years, you would only have $12,000. And so that's a difference of over $6,000. So let's take some of those numbers we used earlier. Let's go out a little bit further. Let's go out 40 years. If you were to average 8% annual returns contributing the same $100 every month for 40 years, you would have $278,000. Now let's say you took those same numbers, but you just left it in a checking account, right? Collecting no interest. So for the same 40 years, $100 a month, you would only have $48,000. That's a difference of over more than $250,000. The scariest part about this whole process is really how much time you have. Because the less time you have, the less time you have to compound all that money. The less time you're going to be able to have that money grow for you, because you're going to need it a lot sooner. So all that money by the time you hit retirement age, you're probably not going to end up being able to contribute much more. So what you want to do is start now, start today, start as early as you possibly can. It's really going to affect you. I mean, think about all the folks around your job that are a little bit older. They're probably hitting that retirement age. Ask them if they have a retirement account. Ask them if they're there because they want to work or they're there because they have to work. And that's a huge difference. If you want to work when you're 60, that's okay. But if you're doing it because you have to, that's a whole different story. That's something you don't want to do. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be forced to work until they're 60 at least. So let's get into the portfolio update. I'm currently sitting at $4,371.15. Let's actually look at this one real quick. I added a new position. I added Meta. Currently up a little bit over 0.5%. It's about 6% of the portfolio, almost 7% of the portfolio, a little bit more than half a share. Our dividend view sitting at about an estimate of $45. If we look at Monday the 15th through Friday the 19th, you can see I deposited $600, about $300 of Meta and $300 of the Schwab's US Large Cap Growth.